What's going on, guys? We are back for another exciting Merch by Amazon video update. In this video, I am doing live from Chiang Mai, Thailand. I'm actually out on a few travels with my family right now, but I wanted to come to you guys and make a quick video on my October progress for Merch by Amazon, my print-on-demand business. So if you guys are new to the channel and you want to learn more about print-on-demand or Merch by Amazon or just selling products online, e-commerce, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button to follow along on my journey. And as always, check the description down below. I'm always posting the links to any tools I mentioned in these videos and my other videos. And if you guys have any kind of progress updates for October, or if you guys have any other tips for Merch by Amazon, let me know down below in the comments. I'm always eager to learn from you guys what's working for your print-on-demand businesses. So with that being said, let's go ahead. We're going to hop into this. And this will probably be a pretty quick video. I'm just going to show you guys my numbers for the month of October with Merch by Amazon. Go over kind of some of the things that I was working on, what worked for me, and then show you guys my goals for the coming months. And at the very end, I'm just going to give you guys one brief channel update for my YouTube channel here. So let's go ahead. We're going to hop over to Merch by Amazon right now, and I'll show you guys the numbers. So here we are in the Pretty Merch dashboard. As you guys can see, we're starting November off pretty strong. So this month we're already at 56 sales, but I'm just going to go ahead and highlight the key kind of metrics for October. So you guys can kind of see it here, but in October we did a total of 146 products sold on Merch by Amazon, mostly t-shirts. I sold one t-shirt in the UK market, so the rest of these are, or the 146 are all in the US, and then we had one more product sold in the UK. In total, we generated $319.47 in profit. And the one kind of disappointing thing that I did see is that we did have 9 returns last month, which was pretty frustrating. I don't really know exactly why the return rate has gone up. It could just be that, we're doing higher volumes, people are returning products, maybe they bought something, whatever. It could be quality issues with Amazon. We don't get enough information to really know, but that was one kind of frustrating thing that we did see. So you guys can see in comparison, this month we're about a third of the way through November. I only have 1 return total for this month. So that being said, I'm going to show you guys my graph right now. I've been using this new tool. I'll do a video on later, in probably the next week or two, but using Productor per the recommendation of a lot of you guys who commented and said I had to check this tool out. So I just wanted to show you guys kind of the breakdown. So for October, you guys can see here we're October 1st, 2019 through October 31st, 2019. So just kind of give you guys an idea of my day-to-day sales volume here. We started the month off pretty strong. We had some really good days here where we were doing like 12 units, $31 profit. I had a few of those, but towards the end of the month, things kind of dropped off. Now, one nice thing that did happen is I got moved up to tier 4,000 in October, which is super helpful. So I had about 2,000 products listed, in the early part of October. And just to go back really quick, I'll show you guys. So now, actually here, let me pull this up. Now we've actually dropped off quite a bit. So now we only have 894 products as of recording this. So I've had about 1,000 products that fell off. These were products that obviously, weren't selling. And so they fell off. Most of these were designs that I had put on, other items like tank tops, pop sockets, etc. That just weren't performing as well. And that's what I've seen the trend to be with my business, is that still the standard t-shirt is doing by far the best. That's carrying 95% of my product sales on the platform. So just want to show you guys from last year where I was around this time. So last year I only had maybe 1,000 products or less, so probably around the same number of products. And if we go back, you can see October of 2018 I did 172 products sold versus October 2019 146 products sold. So we did see a decrease overall. If you guys have been following along my channel for a while, last year in October I had a huge bulk order for about 50 t-shirts from one person, which was really cool to see, but that definitely helped inflate my numbers, right? So if I didn't have that, I probably would have been closer to about 120 total units sold. So overall, I'm still considering it that I have some improvement here, but my numbers have been really stable. That being said, I would have liked to see a little bit more growth, especially that October is kind of, we're starting to get into that Q4 season. So I was hoping to see some higher sales volume, but I also don't follow trends. I mostly design around, either a trend mixed with an evergreen niche or just pure evergreen. So most of my products, you guys can see I'm selling pretty well throughout the year. So there's not any massive spikes with my business, which is really nice. but I'm not going to have any crazy high numbers because I'm not really following those trends and catching on to them. I did do a few Halloween shirts this year, and going forward, I am trying to do a little bit more design work around trends, but you guys can see, so overall, we went from 172 products last year to 146. Now, the one interesting thing here, though, is I took a look actually at my revenue or my royalties from last October. So last October 2018, I made $191 in profit. So from these 172 shirts, we only made $191. So at that time we were selling, most of my products were being sold just at cost or a little bit above. So I was only making, $1 or so per product. And we can see here now that my royalty per sale has gone up quite a bit. So now I'm making about $2.02. On average. Most of my designs I'm making about $2.18 because I think I price around $15.95 and then move up to $16.95 and up on the standard t-shirt. So now we're starting to push the royalties up a little bit as well. So this year we did $319, so my profit increased by $130 or so. So overall, we're making more money month over month, which is good. But there's still a lot of room to grow on the platform. And you guys, the other cool thing that I'm noticing is, yes, I had a lot of designs fall off, but I'm still making a decent amount of money from just my 894 products that are actually selling. So of these, about 30% of them are selling every single month. So I have 60% that aren't really getting the same sales volume. But it's cool to see that at least we are actually making some consistent money on the Merch by Amazon platform. And I think that this month, November, is going to be a pretty strong month for the business. So just a few other things that I did last month. So I actually took kind of a back seat with most of my Merch by Amazon business. And I'll show you guys some goals in a second. But because I was doing some freelance work and just things were pretty busy, and then I was getting ready for this big trip that I'm on now. So I didn't put a ton of time into Merch by Amazon. And going forward, I will be putting some more time into the platform, but it's cool to see that you can do, only a little bit of work and still make some money on the platform. So it can be fairly passive. It's definitely not a fully passive business. You do still need to go in, optimize things, add new products. You guys can see I had 1,000 fall off. So, over time, those designs do atrophy a little bit, and you do need to get more designs up there, but that actually helps your business because you're creating more and more designs that actually are appealing and sell. So your business does become more and more optimized and profitable over time. So what did I do last month in October? So the main things that I actually was able to accomplish is, number one, I got 500 new designs created. So I have 500 designs. I haven't listed any of these yet, and that's actually going to be kind of the next thing that I'm going to get into, and I'll show you guys in 1 second. But I have 500 brand new designs, and I spent a lot of time doing the research for this. So these are hopefully higher quality designs than I was doing, 6 months ago or a year ago. And I did spend some money to actually get these designs made. If you guys are interested and want to find out kind of how I get a designer, I have videos on that, so I'm not going to talk about it in this video, but let me know in the comments below if you have any questions on that. So we got 500 new designs made, and then the main focus last month was I actually went over to Etsy and was redoing a lot of my Etsy storefront because I wasn't really converting customer or potential buyers to customers. And so I actually took all my designs off of Etsy last month, and I've started to actually go through and relist those products. So last month I listed 250 products back onto Etsy, and we started to get some sales volume there. So that's really cool to see as well. And I will definitely be doing some update videos on the Etsy platform for you guys down the road. And the final thing I did last month in October was I actually took kind of a deeper dive on my business because I know that I do want to continue growing my Merch by Amazon and then print on demand business in general. My main goal is to get to $1,000 in profit from print on demand in the next couple months here. And so what I actually spent time doing is breaking down kind of an 80-20 analysis of what is taking the most time for me, what designs are selling the best for me, et cetera, et cetera. How do I automate some of my business? So I'm definitely going to be having a few videos in the future talking about some of the new tools that I'm actually implementing to help automate and streamline my business so that it takes me as the bottleneck a little bit more out of the business, and we can grow it at a much more sustainable rate because, I'm sure like you guys, very busy, have a full-time job and doing some freelance work as well. So things have been quite busy. So that being said, we're going to get into the goals. I'll show you guys my goals for the next couple months here, and then quick channel updates. So The main focuses I have right now, and I also kind of laid out some timelines just to give you guys an idea of how I map all of this stuff out on the back end. This is obviously a very simplified version, but the first thing that I'm actually trying to get done, we're in the middle of Q4, and so I really want to take advantage of this and get as many products listed so I have more and more chances to actually sell. So the number one thing I'm going to accomplish first is getting all of my designs that I had, not including my new 500 designs, but all the other 700 or so designs that I have up to the Etsy platform. And so, how I batch this out is I just say, hey, this is how many I need to do every single day. I know there's some automation tools here, but I'm actually doing this pretty manually because I want to spend time and actually optimize the product listings and the tags and all of that stuff. Once that's done, so that should be done in the next 2 weeks as of recording this video, I'm actually going to be moving back over to Merch by Amazon and going ahead and uploading all of those 500 new designs that I got made. So those were the 500 that I just got made here in October. We're going to be uploading all of those, and we want to get those done as soon as possible, hopefully so we can start getting some sales volume. We're cutting it very, very close with Q4, but just hopefully we can start getting some BSR on those products on Amazon. So once I'm done with that, the next step is I'm going to go back, upload those 500 designs over to the Etsy platform. Again, I'm trying to really charge into 2020 because I really want to hit that $1,000 profit level from this business so that I can grow into some other businesses and to newer levels or to higher levels here as well. So we'll be taking another 500 listings and putting those up. Hopefully that'll all be accomplished by December 31st. And then the big next thing I'm going to do, and I think it'll be pretty quick, but is actually go back through all of my Amazon Merch by Amazon t-shirts. I'm going to start raising the prices even more. I've seen that even since I raised the prices a couple months back, I haven't seen a dip in conversion. So I'm still getting sales volume. And I haven't really slowed down there. So that's a really, really strong sign to me. And it's telling me that people are still buying my designs. I have good quality designs, good quality listings. And so now it's time to push the money or the royalty up a little bit more. So that hopefully we can get closer to doing a consistent $400 or $500 a month just from the products we already have. And that's not factoring in the 500 new ones we're going to add, plus Etsy, plus some of these other platforms. And then finally, some of you guys who have been watching my channel know that I am on KDP and I do have some low content journals up there. I'll do a monthly recap video on that as well, but it's been pretty slow for me. It's actually slowed down in the last couple months. I'm hoping that some of these designs start to pick up some traction, but I'm only making, maybe $15, $20 on KDP. So I do want to take a look and go back through. I'm going to add 1,500 designs. As you guys can see here, these are all going to be low content notebooks and journals. And I know that's going to take a while. So I am using a few automation softwares there as well that are kind of helping speed up that process, but there's still a lot of manual work that goes into doing the keywords, titles, etc. So I hope to have that done by the end of February. And then expanding off to other platforms. I didn't really put that down, but I'm going to be using some, again, automation software to take my time out of this equation so that I can set some things up and they run and start to push listings and products live to some of these other platforms. Now, I will caution you guys, I don't use any automation stuff really with Merch by Amazon. I'm doing all of the uploads manually. Even with the other platforms, a lot of it is still manual. I just use some tools that actually help me find keywords quicker and put them into listings and use some CSV files to actually upload these a little bit quicker. But following terms of service on other platforms. So with that being said, guys, that's kind of the full update for my Merch by Amazon business and kind of my goals and mindset for the next few months. So let me know down below in the comments what you guys think about all of that stuff and what your goals are as well. I'm always eager to hear what you guys are doing, what's working, what's not, all of that good stuff. So in the final kind of update I wanted to just give you guys is I will be moving on this channel to 1 video per week. Just so that I can focus again on actually building this business. And I've found that even doing 1 video a week still gets the same number of views and impressions and still gives me the YouTube growth that I want on this channel without spending all the time that I was doing 5 videos per week or 4 videos per week, because it's very time consuming to create this video, do my research and notes, create the video, edit it, and actually post it. So going forward, I will only be doing about 1 video every single week, but I'm not going anywhere. I'll still be here. So if you guys are, again, interested in following along for the journey, learning about Merch by Amazon, print on demand, etc., make sure you guys hit the subscribe button down below. Let me know in the comments if you guys have any questions or want to see any other videos. And of course, check the description. I always put links down there for anything that I mention in these videos. So with that being said, guys, I hope everyone is having a great November, a great Q4, and we will see you guys in the next video. Cheers.